live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson. It's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm David Rice, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. City of Jackson Deputy Fire Chief Tim Gonzalez and Summit Township Fire Chief Tim McEldowney. From Jackson College Director of Workforce Training Amber Collins and Corporate and Continuing Education Coordinator Brittany Maskey. From the Craft Agency Benefits Specialist Jessica Warner. West Texas Barbecue owner Hunter Sullivan. And founder and owner of Liddy Wellness Spa and Lounge Japri Anderson. And now, here's Bart.
Thank you very much, David Rice, and good afternoon. Welcome. Nice to have you with us today on a very mild November afternoon. 66 is our current temperature, and we could get to 70 today. But once that happens, it's a quick reversal. Temperatures will begin to fall this afternoon, and we'll be down to 58 degrees by late this afternoon and chilling down to 39 overnight tonight. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and high of 56, which is seasonal for early November. On Friday, sunny, a high of 59. Same for Saturday and Sunday, maybe some showers and a high of 64. Monday is Veterans Day, and the forecast for November 11 is partly sunny skies and high in here 59. Pretty nice weather for this time of year. Thank you, Kelly Express, for sponsoring our weather forecast. And they've got great specials. Swing by, pick up your favorite snacks, your favorite drinks. I got some lottery tickets, and no one won the Mega Millions last night, so it's over $330 million. And you can also get pizza. They've got a deal on pizzas this month. Two-item pizzas for $25.99. South Street, Jefferson Road, Napoleon, Grass Lake, and County Farm Road, and real soon, corner of Michigan and Robinson. Brandon, we should do a pool on when that will open.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. What would be your guess?
I don't know. Will it beat the Pickle Barrel?
Yeah, I believe so. Although I did see I saw the lights on in the Pickle Barrel yesterday.
I think it would be before the end of the year.
They're moving quick. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
So Kelly Express will soon have an additional location where you can get their awesome pizza. Thank you, Kelly Express. Let's take a look outside. Oh, what a nice day. I think we've got a little bit of color left.
It's nice.
I noticed yesterday there were a few trees that were really bright red, some maples, but starting to
lose some leaves there. I see some of the trees are looking bare.
The wind.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, dying leaves and wind.
Strong winds over the last couple of days, bringing them down just in time for the rakers. The rakers at Leaf for Leaf, Jackson High School, they would love to come and help you rake your leaves. Call at the high school and ask, and they'll be there. And they do it for donation, and they raise money to support the hungry in our community. So just stop by or give Jackson High a call and get on the schedule for Leaf Relief. Today is November 6, 2024. It is Basketball Day, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. It's Eat Smart Day, not Smarties. I know you're eating Smarties by the fistful.
I thought that counts. Doesn't that count?
Smart.
I do love Smarties. Smarties are good.
I do too. International Stress Awareness Day, National Nachos Day, and you know it's good nachos. We just had them the other day, the Dirty Bird.
Yes.
And National Saxophone Day, celebrating the birthday of Adolf Sachs, who invented sax. No, invented the sax.
Oh, wait, you want to clarify there?
Yeah, it's just on this day in 1947. This quiz for you, Brandon. 1947, the longest running TV news show first aired. 1947, and it's still on the air. What is that show?
1947?
1947, before you were born, before I was born.
Yeah, I was going to say Happy Days, but that's like in the 60s, isn't it?
Well, here's the clue in the question. TV news show.
TV news show?
TV
60
news
Minutes?
Show. No. 60 Minutes is about 51 years old. Very good. I heard someone yell, Meet the Press.
It's because Noah was alive when that was on.
Meet the Press, first hosted for $1 million.
Okay.
First host of Meet the Press.
Jim Sorensen.
No. Martha Roundtree.
Oh.
Huh. How about that? On this day in 1861, we have some historical election data today to go with. You know, this is election season. So the first Tuesday following the first Monday in November, Election Day, going way back well into the early 1800s. And so we'll see a lot of history of elections over the next handful of days. But in 1861, Jefferson Davis elected as president of the Confederate States of America. We had the South there broke away, and they needed a president, and Jefferson Davis was the guy, and of course it didn't work out well. He was popular at the beginning, and then as the South started to lose the Civil War, he became less and less popular. Eventually, they arrested the guy and threw him in jail for 2 years. On this day in 1860, Abraham Lincoln was elected the 16th president of the United States over a deeply divided Democratic Party, becoming the first Republican to win the presidency. And despite all the claims of the Republican Party being founded in Ripon, Wisconsin, it actually was founded right here in Jackson, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And on this day in 1961, U.S. government issued a stamp honoring the 100th birthday of James Naismith, and he was famous for inventing the game of basketball. Very good. And oddly enough, you know, the United States, they said, let's honor this guy. He's an awesome American. He invented basketball, and this is his 100th birthday. And then later they found out he's Canadian. So that's okay. And on this day, I think we have one more. That's it. No, one more. Oh, this is really, because we have a lot of football fans here at JTV. You'll appreciate this historical note. 1869, the very first college football game. The score, Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4. And this is not a photograph. It is an artist's depiction of what the football game looked like. At the time, they had no football uniforms. And you might be thinking, oh, they used a cannonball instead of the football. No, actually, that is a rugby ball. The sport resembled rugby much more than it does resemble today's version of football. The teams had 25 players each.
They look like they're all brothers. Don't they all look the same in the face?
Yes.
They all look like they're related.
And they look so much like Vikings that eventually the NFL would name a team after them. But the rules were different, far different. So 25 people, 50 people on the field at one time, and they were fighting over this rugby ball. And here are some of the rules. You could kick the ball, and that's why right off the bat it was called football. You could kick the ball, and that was the main way you advanced the ball. And you would kick it into a goal, like a rugby goal or a soccer goal. And you were allowed to bat the ball with your hands, your feet, your heads, and your sides. Those are the rules. You could not carry the ball, or, surprisingly, you could not throw the football. And that's why we had not score, because they gave them a point for each goal, 6-4. And that's it. All that happened in history. Now on to today in the J. And we've got the Jackson District Library bookmobile hanging out at Jackson College this afternoon, Central Campus. They're parking near the residence halls, so students who are living on campus can borrow some books. We have a psychic night at Cherry Creek Cellars. You're invited to visit, as psychics from A Touching Hand will be on site for 30-minute readings from 4 till 9 p.m. $50 per half-hour reading. Wow, they must be good. And that is taking place in the little igloos that they have at Cherry Creek Cellars, 11500 Silver Lake Highway in beautiful Brooklyn. And Julia Child's A Recipe for Life exhibit is ongoing at the Ella Sharp Museum, exploring the key ingredients in Julia's personal journey, which became a part of America's culinary revolution. There's a series of immersive experiences as part of the exhibit. Stop by and check it out. It runs, I don't know if we have an end date on it, but you can visit it anytime during museum open hours, and they're open today, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
I know this isn't Julie Childs, but did you see the Martha Stewart documentary on Netflix?
I missed the Martha Stewart documentary.
It's actually really good. You should watch it.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, just reminded me of Julia Childs.
Include the prison years? The prison
It did.
years?
It does include the prison years, yes. Yeah.
You know, I might have seen pieces of it. You know how sometimes when the battery just isn't working in the thing, and then the Netflix thing just starts playing stuff?
Okay.
I think
Just
I
one
saw
of those
some
things?
that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Just watch it with Karen. Karen would like it.
This week we've got theater productions. We've got Jackson High, Grass Lake, Columbia Central, and others. So check out local high school theater this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all throughout the area. And on Friday, Jackson Symphony Orchestra presents an inclusive musical experience. This is a sensory-friendly chamber concert that will be held at Weatherwax Hall at 10:30 a.m. The concert will feature the softer wind instruments, plus some woodwinds. Well, the woodwinds are the softer winds. And then we've got some strings and some more. That's 10:30. And I believe it's free. I think they do it for free. Yes, it is. It's free, but they do want you to make reservations, so call the JSO 782-3221. And that is it. Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. Well, as you know, yesterday was Election Day, and in Jackson County we had pretty good voter turnout. 65% of Jackson County's registered voters turned out to vote. Actually, I think that's not that great. 2/3 of people voted. So a full third of people registered to vote didn't.
Yeah.
You know, in Brazil. But we had predominantly Republican dominance in Jackson County. President Trump, President-elect now, Trump, 50,000 votes roughly in Jackson County. Vice President Harris, 32,000 votes. Other races of no, you know, one we still do not know, is Michigan pink, purple, blue, or red? What do you think?
Pink, purple, blue, or red?
We don't know. We don't have a final. The AP and news outlets have not called Michigan yet in the presidential race, and we do not know who Michigan's next U.S. Senator is going to be. As you know, Alyssa Slotkin and who's the other guy?
Mike Rogers.
Mike Rogers. Well, they stopped the ad, so I forgot their names already. Alyssa Slotkin and Mike Rogers are neck and neck. It's a dead heat almost, and they've been counting votes since polls closed last night. And as of 12:30 this afternoon, they are at 99% votes counted, but still they have not declared either candidate the winner. The difference right now, out of 5 million votes, between the two of them, they've got 5 million votes. There's a difference of 18,000 votes. Alyssa Slotkin right now is ahead of Mike Rogers by just 18,000 votes. And through the morning, as they've released vote totals from various precincts throughout the state, the difference has fluctuated from 5,000, 9,000, now 18,000. So if I were Alyssa Slotkin, I would be feeling probably better than I've been feeling all day, but we still won't know until they are at 100%. And we have had some close races. In fact, here in Jackson County, this is amazing. We actually had a tie for the Brooklyn Village presidency. Terry Marr received 319 votes. Estella Roberts, 319 votes. So every vote, there you see how important every vote is. What will happen? Well, I would imagine that one or both of these candidates will ask for a recount, which could, who knows, it could change the difference. They could find a mistake on a ballot. They could have, there could be a difference with the recount. But typically what happens, and I'm not sure specifically for the village of Brooklyn, but in a case like this, it's settled with a coin flip. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I'm sure we'll see. It'll be probably maybe weeks.
How bad would you feel if like Uncle Tony or somebody, like if one of the family members was supposed to go out and vote and just never did? Would you feel pretty bad afterwards?
I bet you that's what's happened.
Somebody that they knew didn't vote that could have voted and they feel bad.
Or even worse, one of the two candidates could have said, you know, I'm going to vote for my opponent.
That would be great. Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, every single vote.
You never know.
Very tight race for 47th District State House. You've seen the millions of dollars in advertising for Kathy Schmaltz and Daniel Mahoney. Kathy Schmaltz re-elected to represent Jackson and Chelsea in the 47th District, defeating Daniel Mahoney. Daniel Mahoney will continue to serve as Jackson's mayor for the rest of his term, which is another year plus. The millage issues. We had some yeses and some noes. The Jackson District Library millage renewal passed handily, 43,000 to 31,000. The Blackman Public Safety renewal passed, 5,000 to 3,000. Vandercook Lake Sinking Fund and the Napoleon Road millage, both successful. The two millage countywide proposals that failed, the Jackson County jail operations, and that was close. It was a margin of about 900 votes, 37,900 no to 36,900 yes. And the Jackson College millage proposal, 40,439 no to 33,464 yes. School board elections, every board in Jackson County had elections. There were over 60 candidates running for school board. Among those most contested, Jackson Public Schools, nearly a dozen people, 9, 10, 11, 12 people running for that. How many, Brandon? There were 10, 9, I think one dropped out. Sue Beretti, Cheryl Simonetti, and Elena Sharp are the three elected. Northwest Schools had 5 people interested in that. C. Kim Rowe and Nick Rush. Grass Lake, again, about 10 people running. Amy Hamburger, Joe DeBow, Kyle McClure, successful. about a dozen people running for Michigan Center School Board: Greg Wolven, Jennifer Crabtree, Shelley Canterbury, and Chad Whitaker, all successful, and a handful of candidates in Columbia: Tim Creech and Tiffany Flynn. Not a lot of surprises elsewhere on the ballot in Jackson County. All the incumbent Jackson County commissioners who had races in opposition, the incumbents all retained their seats. Jennifer Kelly defeated Bill Rapley for probate court judge. And in the city of Jackson, Ward 5, Christy Davis over Todd Moore, 749 to 470. And one other school board, the Jackson College Board of Trustees, longtime board trustee John Christ, defeated by newcomer Danielle Mackey, and incumbent Donna Lake re-elected, and Teshna Thomas elected. Teshna had been appointed by the board to fill out a term earlier in the year. So we'll have one new person on the board of the Jackson College Board of Trustees. We have a great lineup of guests on the show today, and we're so glad you're with us. We're going to hear about a really cool partnership between the City of Jackson Fire Department and the Summit Township Fire Department. So we have the leadership of both departments here. And in the green room right now, we have Tim McEldowney, the chief for Summit Township, and Deputy Chief Tim Gonzalez for JFD. We've got a lot going on at Jackson College this month. Amber Collins and Brittany Maskey will be here with the lineup. We've got Jessica Warner in from the Craft Agency to help us navigate the Medicare issues. Hunter Sullivan, owner of West Texas Barbecue, has a number of holiday items and ideas for you. And Japri Anderson will be here from Liddy Wellness Spa and Lounge, a new enterprise here in Jackson. All this and more today here on JTV. Great to have you with us, and we get started right after this.